Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. And today's episode, we are back in the Hall of Patrons, and we have someone new to induct. Over here, Reese Newman, right there. Thank you, Reese. I do appreciate it. Speaking of the Hall of Patrons, in today's episode, I want to work on this room a little bit. Because let's be honest, it looks pretty terrible. It looks pretty terrible. And there's a couple things that I want to do to kind of work on this room. And the first of those is to work on this hallway right here that kind of leads into that room. And then once we've got that sorted out, I want to work on this room itself. Now, the hallway should be a relatively small project because it's only, what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks long or something like that. 7, 8, maybe 9 blocks. Pretty small, and I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with it. I kind of want to carry on this same theme with the cobble and the diorite and the mossy cobble and the vines and the stuff like that. I kind of want to carry on that same theme into this little tunnel. So first let's figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're working basically with an 8-block tunnel, and I want to make this thing look... Oh, hello, Lapis. I want to make this thing look kind of worn down, sort of like we did with the Bandit Cave in... I think it was the last episode. Pretty sure it was last episode. I kind of want to have that same feel for this little passageway, right? Basically, the feel I want you to get is that as you come down here, you got the mines over this way, and then here there's like a little cave passageway that you pass through, and then it opens up into this big room here, and then we've got the Hall of Patrons. That's kind of the feel that I want to go for. So let me get a little bit of space cleared out here for us to work with, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. All right, guys, I am back. So this is our little passageway here, and I think the first thing I want to do is kind of lay out our area that we're going to be working in, and then any of these blocks, sorry, Cobblestone, you're going to have to go. Any of these blocks that are not... Hello, Diamond. Well, that was a lucky find. Let's just fortune those up. Huh, look at that. We found 12 diamonds without even trying. That's beautiful. Anyway, what I want to do is replace any of these blocks that are not stone with stone, primarily just so I have a kind of a base to work with, and I can put that ladder back just for now. Okay, now we've basically got like a little 3-wide tunnel here, and I'm thinking we're gonna go roughly this shape for the cave. So let's actually fill this part back in. I hollowed out a 5x5 area, but I think that's gonna feel too big. I want this cave passage right here that we're working on right now, I want it to feel kind of packed, kind of claustrophobic, if you will. So we're gonna kind of limit the size, and let's just kind of do something like that. There we go. And we'll just fill that in. Now, we need to add some detail and stuff to that. So let's just start kind of carving into the wall in a few spots. And we want to create different layers of depth here, right? That's a big part of our goal, and what's going to help make this thing look more interesting is if we dig in here and we create differing levels of depth to play around with. There we go. So maybe we do something like that. Now, I'm going to need some cobble. Do I have... Oh, look at that. That's the other nice thing about building down here is that I have so much stone and stuff like that, and if I run out, I can just run over there into the beacon mine and mine more real quick. So, yeah, good stuff. So we're going to mix in some cobble to the wall, and we're going to actually mix in quite a bit of it. I'm thinking maybe we do this. And then maybe here and here as well. That's too much. Just kidding. We'll mix in a little bit more right there. Sure. Like that, maybe? There we go. And then up here, we need to carve out a bit of the ceiling as well. Just kind of as best we can. There we go. Now, let's take some of our cobble, make ourselves some slabs, and take some of our cobble and make ourselves some stairs, and then take some of our cobble and make ourselves some walls as well. There we go. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to need some mossy cobble and stuff too. Okay. So, let's deal with the ceiling first. I think we maybe do something kind of like this, just to kind of build this up a bit. Maybe like that, right? So we get that kind of... We're basically creating a feel here where it's not flat. And that's what we want. We want to avoid a lot of really kind of straight lines and break that up a bit. The other thing we want to make sure we do is the doorway. We want the entranceway itself not to be flat either. Now, we can actually put... we can't put ladders on the side of a stair, right? No. So, in order for us to break up this side, we're going to have to do something else, something a little bit more creative, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe we do something like that, and then here, ooh, I wonder, can you put ladders on the back of stairs? Oh, you can. I learned something new today. Nice. Okay, anyway, so we'll do something like that. We'll maybe kind of add in a few cobblestone walls here and there. We'll maybe do like a stair here and here. And some cobble back there. That should be good. And then, because we want this to feel claustrophobic, actually we need to do stuff with the floor too. So let's just kind of tear that up and add in some cobblestone into the floor, I think. There we go, something like that. And I'll come back and do some mossy in a bit. But I want to get... Ooh, that one's going to be tricky. Let's put a cobblestone wall, actually. And before we do that, let's put a torch back there for some light. And put our cobblestone wall right there. There we go. That's a little better. And then we can put one right there as well. And that'll keep this tunnel at least reasonably well lit. We're basically just hiding light sources. Can I put one here? I can, but you can see it, which I'm not really a fan of. So let's do this. We'll break this up a bit as well. Maybe an upside down stair there. Maybe a regular stair here, like so. And you know what? Maybe we put the wall right there. That's not bad. That's not bad. Then I'll put a mossy there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, cool. So let me just finish dealing with this little part, and then I'll come back to you in just a sec. Alright guys, I am back. So this is what I kind of came up with, and I think it works. We've just got a pretty simple little kind of cave structure type thing. Nothing super fancy or anything like that, but definitely a lot better than the little 1x2 tunnel that we had, right? I mean, you really can't deny that. So you come back here and it comes out into this big, huge room. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do with this big, huge room. So, what I'm thinking, we're using a lot of cobble. We've got some jungle wood and some stuff like that. I'm kind of thinking that we're going to kind of section this room off. And I've got some jungle wood. And maybe we could do something like this, right? And it would kind of come... Where's my axe? Here we go. It would kind of come like this. And I'm just going to hide this back here just for the moment, so we can kind of get a feel. That would give us 3, and then this would open up into a bigger thing. I'm thinking instead of jungle wood, maybe we'll do jungle wood in the middle, but I want to create a little bit of a separation right here. So maybe we do jungle wood, and then we could do some sort of cobble stair design type thing. Going like this, right? And then same thing, but on this side, working its way down. So we have something like that. And then that would come down here like that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So the goal here is essentially what we're doing, or kind of attempting to do at least a little bit, is basically change the shape of the room so it's not so boxy, right? We want to avoid that boxy feel. So the trick to that, let's just kind of pillar up here so I can see what I'm doing. This column, right? Yes. Okay. We're just going to kind of block those off, and I'll do something with these chests in a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is I'll get those in place, and then I'm just going to knock out these two. I suppose I could actually just hide those back there and just knock them out whenever I actually need to get to them. That wouldn't necessarily be all bad. So let me get the other 2 pillars in place, and I'll come back to you in just a sec. All right, guys, I am back. So I've got that in place, and I think it looks all right. Now, the next thing to do, I think, is in these walls, anywhere where we don't have smooth stone, I think what I want to do is go in and put smooth stone. Just, kind of clean it up, make it look a little better. It'll help me think about what I want to do with my wall design here. So, like, here we've got iron kind of showing, which, honestly, I might as well grab, just because you can never have enough iron. Doot. There we go. And there. So we do, stuff like that. Basically just cleaning this up, making it look a little bit nicer and a little bit more presentable, so that we have essentially like a blank canvas to work with is what I like to think of it as. So we'll do that, and then I will be back with another progress update. All right, guys, I am back. So we've got that done. Now, I think the first area I want to tackle is this little section right here. And what I'm thinking is I want to make a little bit of kind of an archway, I guess. So let's take some slabs and let's just try and frame something out like that, maybe? No, that's not steep enough. So maybe we go here, and then we use... Oh, but that's in the wrong half of the block. Okay, disregard. So we go maybe here, and then perhaps slab, and stair? How's that look? It's It's not bad. It's not bad. What if we make that a slab instead? Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, so now we've kind of got that in place, but what we want to do is we kind of want to play with it a little bit, right? And work in some other kind of designs and details into this wall. So I'm basically just going to use cobblestone here, but we're going to make it a little bit more interesting. So there, we're basically using the smooth stone as kind of a backdrop, but then we've got this kind of cobblestone-y design that covers it, and that's essentially what I want to do with the other walls as well. And then maybe we'll come back. Do I have? I do not. Let's just grab a little bit of this. There we go. And then maybe we'll come back later, once I've got kind of the decorative portion of it done, and we'll maybe mix in a little bit of mossy back here for color and, things like that. So maybe the final product would look something like this. Still have a little bit of the mossy back there, but we've got these cobblestone lines, and they'd be very subtle, which I think is good. They're not really in your face per se. So we've got something going like that. Now, this little part here, there's a couple ways we could do it. What I'm inclined to do is put another junglewood slab here, and then go up and bring down cobblestone stairs like that, right? So we have kind of this symmetrical pillar design in the middle, which I think would be pretty cool. So we do something like that, right? And you've got the junglewood here, and then the cobblestone stairs that all kind of line up, and then it kind of turns and goes around, which I think is kind of a cool look. So I'm going to try and figure out exactly how I want this all to go, and then I'll be back with you in a sec. All right, guys, I am back. So this is what we've got. There's a lot of cobble, and there's a lot of junglewood, and this is what we've got up here for a ceiling. We'll do something more interesting up there, but I'm not really too worried about the ceiling right now. I do want to kind of figure out the floor in here, though. So for the time being, I'm just going to put torches down on these pillars, right? Just temporarily. I think I will probably get some glowstone at some point. I've got 4. I have a whopping 4 glowstone right now. That is not nearly enough. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So what I want to do is I want to go in and I want to do some detail work on the floor, and we want to kind of match this same pattern in here. I would, however, kind of like, well, I don't know. Actually, you know what we could do? We could go with a classic. And do something like that. Maybe bring this bit back one. That's not bad. That's not bad. You know, get our W, get our Welsknight W going here. Or do I like that better? I think that's probably the best W right there. That looks good. That looks really good. Okay, so we could do something like that. Now, as far as lighting goes, I don't have enough glowstone here. Although, you know what? I might have some glowstone back up in the storage room. Let me go check. All right, guys, I am back. The good news is I've got glowstone. The good news is this is all the glowstone I've got. I have 31 glowstone right now, and then the 4 that's in this. Oh, that was including the 4 that I already had, apparently. So let's just see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, let's just start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 blocks. So we are going to need 17 blocks of glowstone. And I think what I want to do is I actually want to turn these into glowstone lamps, because I think it will look better. Because I want to actually have this exposed, okay? So down below, down here, we're going to go ahead and hollow this out as well. Just like this. And come on, jump up. There we go. Then we'll go ahead and make some redstone torches. And I will just put those right down here. Okay? Now, I could use levers. Levers would work just as well. And I know redstone torches, I've heard they can be laggy, but the thing is, I'm not really going to have, probably ever, any really big, massive redstone projects in this room. So I'm not really all that worried about potentially having 17 redstone torches. So it's fine. Okay, so we've got that. Ooh, on second thought, let's do this. One here, like that. Let's make 2 more. Oh, that's gravel. That's not doing me any good. There we go. Let's make 2 more and curve those in. So we get our W kind of like that. I think that looks a little bit better. I think that looks a little bit better. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. Either way, I'm going to come in here and we're going to kind of mess up this floor a little bit, do some of this gravel and mossy stone and cobblestone and all that kind of stuff as well. So let me get to doing that, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, guys, I am back. Check this out. I love it. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. We still have the ceiling to do, but I'll worry about that at a later time. For now, I think I am quite happy with the way that this looks. And guys, I also think that I am unfortunately out of time for this episode. So, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.